Hi everyone. Hope you all are good. We are here for grade 8 math. You can find all the lessons on aplusstudents.com. You have to log in there using your email address and password as provided by the administrator. Then you have to select math from the subject tab. Scroll down to grade 8 math and then click on view all lessons. There you can find a list of the chapters. We're going to start with the chapter functions. The lessons we're going to cover today are: does xy satisfy the nonlinear function? Evaluate a nonlinear function. Find values using two graphs. Complete a table for a function graph. So please make sure you have your notebook and pencil so that you can note down the important examples and definitions as well. Here I am on grade 8 math. The chapter we are on right now is functions. Let's just start with the lesson, that is, does xy satisfy the nonlinear function? Does the point 8, 4 satisfy the equation y equals 2x? So you are given a ordered pair, that is 8 and 4. X is 8, y is 4. So plug the values x equals 8 and y equals 4 in the equation and see if the equation satisfy the if the pair satisfy the equation y equals 2x, y is 4 and x is 8. So 2 times 8 is 16. 4 is not equal to 16, right? So that means the point does not satisfy the equation. Let's just start with the test questions. Does the point 0, 0 satisfy the equation y equal negative 3x square? X is 0, y is 0. So replace the variables with the value y is 0, negative 3x is 0. 0 equals 0. That means yes, the point satisfies the equation. The correct option is yes. Does -2, -6 make the equation y equals x squared plus 5x true? So let's just see. X is -2, y is -6, right? Replace the variables with a value. Y is -6, x is -2 square plus 5 times -2, right? -6 equals -2 square is 4 and 5 times -2 is -10. So 4 minus 10 is -6. So both sides are exactly equal. Yes, that means yes, the point -2, -6 make the equation true. Does -60 make the equation y equals -x square minus 6 true? Let's just replace the variables with a value, right? Y is 0. X is -6 square minus 6. So 0 is not equal to -36 minus 6, right? So the correct option is no. The ordered pair does not satisfy the equation, so the correct option is no. Option number 2 is the correct option. Does the point 2, 9 satisfy the equation? So x is 2, y is 9. Replace the variables with the value, right? So 9, 4, minus minus plus 2 plus 7. That is 7, 8, 9 and 13. 9 is not equal to 13. So the correct option is no. The point 29 does not satisfy the equation, so the correct option is no. Does the point 45 satisfy the equation y equals x? The correct option is no. Is 7, 4 a solution of the equation y equals x plus 3? Y equals x plus 3, right? Y is 4. 4 equals 7 plus 3. That is 4 is not equal to 10. The correct option is no. Option number 2 is the correct option. Does the point 84 satisfy the equation? The correct option is no. The point does not satisfy the equation. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is evaluate a nonlinear function. Use the following function rule to find f of 10. So you need to evaluate f of 10, right? F of 10 means you need to replace the variable x with 10, right? So here you have f of 10. So replace the variable x with 10, that is negative 2 plus 10 square. So 10 minus 2 is 8. So 8 square is 64. So the correct option is f of 10 equals 64. Let's just start with the test questions. Use the following function rule for find f of negative 6. That is f of negative 6 equals 6, and that is the absolute value of negative 6, right? Absolute value of negative 6 is 6, so that is 6 times 6. The correct option is 36. The correct option is 36. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Okay, let's just move on to next question. Use the following function rule for f of 6. F of 6. So that is negative 11 minus 6 square. That is negative 17 square, right? So negative 17 square equals that is 289. Option number 1 is the correct option. F of 6 equals 289. Use the following rule for to find f of 7. So which is the correct option? F of 7. So replace the x with 7. That is f of 7 equals 7 plus 4. So 7 plus 4 is 11. That is 11 square. That is option number 1 is the correct option. That is 121. F of 9 equals negative 6 plus 9. The correct option is option number 1. F of 9 equals 9. Use the following function rule to find f of 11. So which is the correct option? That is 2 times 11 square. 11 square is 121. 121 times 2 is 242. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is option number 1. Very good. Use the following function rule to find f of 11. So which is the correct option? Option number 1 is the correct option. Very good. Use the following function rule to find f of 9. So which is the correct option? Option number 2 is the correct option, that is f of 9 equals 6. Let's just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is the next lesson is find values using function graphs. Plot the point on this function with an x value of 4. Plot the point on this function with an x value of 4. With an x value of 4. So here you have x equals 4. So plot a point and see the value of the y. So the y value is 7. Let's just start with the test questions. Plot the point in the function with an x value of 7. So just make a point on x equals 7. Here is x equals 7. So here is the point on x equals 7. Option number 1 is the correct option. Plot the point on this function with an x value of 5. Option number 2 is the correct option. Here is x equals 5, right? So option number 2 is the correct option. Plot the point on this function with an x value of 7. X equals 7. Option number 2 is the correct option, right? Option number 2 is the correct option. Plot the point on the function with an x value of 4. Option is x equals, but that is not 4, and that is also not 4. But there must be 4. You are not given with the correct option, right? So let's just select option number 1. Where is x equals 4 on this graph? X equals 7, it is not 4. Let's just start with the, okay. The next one is plot the point on the function with an x value of 4, which is the correct option, option 1 or option 2. Option number 1 is the correct option, right? Plot the point on the function with an x value of 8. So which is the correct option? The correct option is option number 1 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. Let me just move on to next lesson. The next lesson is complete a table for a function graph. Use the graph of function to complete the table. Okay, so to complete the table, find the output when input is 6. So you need to find a value when x equals 6, right? So here is x equals 6. Plot a point on the graph and find the y value. So when x equals 6, y is 10. Let's just start with the questions. Use the graph of the function to complete the table. So you need to see when x equals 8, right? So here is x equal 8, y equals 1. So the correct option is option number 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Use the graph of the function to complete the table. You need to find at x equals 1, right? Because x equal 1 have different values. So here is x equals 1, right? So that means when x equals 1, y is 0. Option number 1 is the correct option. Option number 1 is the correct option. Use the graph of the function to complete the table. So you have to see for x equals 5, which is the correct option. When x equals 5, y equals 6. Option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? Use the graph of the function to complete the table. So which is the correct option? X equals 5, y equals 1. Option number 2 is the correct option. Use the graph of the function to complete the table. You have to see at x equals 3, right? So when x equals 3, y equals 5, option number 1 is the correct option. Got it? The correct option is option number 1. Use the graph of the function to complete the table. So you have to see at x equals 6. So when x equals 6, y equals 10. Option number 1 is the correct option. That is option number 1. Use the graph of the function to complete the table. So which is the correct option? Mm, you have to see at x equals 1. So which is the correct option? That is x equals 1, y equals 2. Option number 2 is the correct option. Got it? Use the graph of the function to complete the table. You have to see at x equals 7. So which is the correct option? That is x equals 7, y equals 9. Option number 2 is the correct option. Okay, you can complete the lesson by yourself later today. So we were working on grade 8 math. The chapter we were working on is functions, and the lessons we have covered today are: does xy satisfy the nonlinear function? Evaluate a nonlinear function. Find values using function graphs. Complete a table for a function graph. So please make sure before the next session you can complete all the practice questions for the lessons we just did. That is your homework until next session. So if you need more help with any of the lesson, you can simply click on the live chat button. Tutors are available there to help you, or either you can write down the questions in the chat box. I am here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. So please ask questions if you have any. I'm here to answer all your questions and confusions if you have any. Okay, then that's all for today. See you in the next session. Bye, everyone.